Shane Harris, cunoscutul jurnalist de la The Washington Post, specializat pe securitate, a vorbit cu noi în exclusivitate pentru NewsHour with CNN despre ultimele dezvăluiri privind planurile Rusiei. Conform acestuia, serviciile secrete americane au informații că Putin ar pregăti probe false care să justifice o invazie în Ucraina. Informațiile au fost confirmate de Pentagon, așa cum ați urmărit în urmă cu puțin timp. Și Harris este jurnalistul care a publicat și primele imagini satelit cu trupele rusești la granița Ucrainei.
U.S. intelligence officials have determined that Russia wanted to make a video that essentially looked like the scene of a battle in which there would be dead bodies, there would be people pretending to mourn over those bodies, pictures of destruction, destroyed military equipment. And what they were going to claim, officials say, is that the Ukrainian military had done this, that they had launched this attack on Russia. But the reality was that Russia had fabricated the whole thing. It was just sort of created like a movie set was the idea here. And so U.S. officials became aware of this, and they decided to go ahead and expose this fake attempt before the Russians could actually create the video, in the hopes that that would stop them from trying it. And then if they did go through with it, that they could alert the world that you should not believe what the Russians are telling you. And I think it's possible that this footage, particularly if it were aired on, state-controlled media or state-sponsored media, might look compelling, and many people might believe it or not ask that many questions. I mean, there are a great many people in the United States that believe all kinds of false things too about our politics. And I think that he was trying to create maybe back home this idea that the Ukrainians attacked us, and here we have the evidence of it.
What are your sources, Shane, telling you about the moment Putin plans to invade Ukraine?
Well, at this point, my sources, had said they don't know exactly what's in his head and whether he is going to invade or he's not. But increasingly, you hear officials in the United Kingdom and Great Britain and the United States as well thinking that he probably will. They're becoming more convinced each day, and he's putting in place the soldiers, the tanks, the support equipment, the medical equipment, all the things that he would need to do to order an invasion very quickly. Importantly, I think also these officials think that Putin is underestimating how difficult it would be to actually invade Ukraine and the losses he would suffer. And he may think that he actually has more popular support back in Russia than he really does. So he's put all the pieces in place, but the US and the British perspective is that he's probably going to do it, but they think it would be a very profound mistake and that he doesn't understand how big of a mistake it could be.
Could this plan, Putin's plan, be one of the reasons the USA decided to send troops to Romania?
I think so. I mean, I think what you're seeing here is it's important to remember it's not a very large number of troops relative, to the overall size of the military. It's about 1,000 forces out of about 3,000 that are moving into Europe and are deploying there. There's about 900 in Romania right now. But I think what the United States is trying to do here is maybe two things. One is to put in place defenses if they need them, but also to send a signal to Russia and to other NATO allies. Look, we are going to defend our interest. We're going to protect our friends. And maybe say to Putin, don't think that if you march into Ukraine that you can just start marching anywhere else. Like, we will meet you with a forceful response.